Hi there, Linda here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you're new here, thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Linda and I film videos from Lagos, Nigeria. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 10 styling tools that you need to have. If you want to know what these 10 styling tools are, please keep on watching this video. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please click on the subscribe button right below and also turn on the post notification bell right beside the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my uploads in the future. So let's get right into this video. The first styling tool every girl needs to own at home is a flexi rod. Yeah, you need to have flexi rods such as this one right here to be able to coil your wigs. And the beauty of flexi rods like this is that you can achieve at least two types, various curl patterns with these flexi rods, and depending on the size of the flexi rod you buy, it will give you a different curl pattern. If you've watched some of my hairstyling tutorials, I'm going to link some of them in the description box or in the comment section of this video, so you get to see that you can coil your wig to be sort of wavy with these flexi rods, and you can also coil it to have this Hollywood waves curl pattern with this same flexi rod. So it's a very effective tool for you to coil your hair without heat. You don't need to have electricity, or you don't need to have lights to coil your hair using the flexi rods. All you need is just to coil your hair and leave the setting rods on your hair for a period of time, let's say a day or 2 days or even overnight, and you when you take off the flexi rods, you have a beautiful curl pattern on your hair. The second styling tool I'm going to be sharing with you in this tutorial is the setting rollers, and this right here is the setting rollers. I use this is another tool which I use in achieving the heatless curls. Like I mentioned with the flexi rods I showed you in the first point, the flexi rod, you can achieve heatless curls with the flexi rods, and you can also achieve heatless curls with the setting rollers. Though if you decide to coil your hair with the setting rollers, you can still choose to put your hair in a standing hair dryer and dry it with heat, or you can choose to sleep with the setting rollers on your hair overnight. Or if it's a wig you use the setting rollers to coil, you can just put it outside. Let's say the hair was wet when you coiled it with the setting roller, you can put it outside to air dry until the hair is dry, and when you take off the setting rollers, you have a very beautiful curl pattern. And different sizes of this setting rollers gives you different curl pattern. If you use very small setting rollers, the curl patterns are tighter and it's going to last longer. If you use the bigger setting rollers, you're going to have very loose, big curls that just sort of drops in like a very loose wave pattern. So this is the second styling tool that you need to have at home. What styling tool you need to have at home is, of course, your hairbrush. A big hairbrush such as this for brushing your wigs, and also you also need to have a small airbrush which you can use for brushing your edges, or just for doing the baby hair thing. If you're somebody who likes baby hair, you want to have a small hairbrush like this to even just brush your front hair back in place before you put on your wig. If you're somebody who doesn't like the baby hair thing, you just want your hair to be slicked back and then have your wig on top of your hair, so you need to invest in getting brushes like this and this one right here. Fourth styling tool you need to invest in getting is your spray bottle. You can have a spray bottle such as this too, and what you use your spray bottle to do is mainly for your coily wigs. You want to put your leave-in conditioner in there. You also want to put your water, mix the two products together, which is your water and your leave-in conditioner, and you spray it all over your coily hair, and you could then brush through it with your hairbrush such as this and leave the hair to dry, or you could just choose to wear it like that and go about your day. Then the fifth tool you need to have for styling your wigs at home is, of course, your scissors. Sometimes you may have bought this wig and you notice that, let's say, the fringe of the wig is too long. You might need to have a scissors to just help you reduce the length of the fringe. You might just need to have the scissors to help you get a more fuller length of hair. Let's say the tip of your wig is too thin. You can use you might need the scissors to cut out the tip that is too thin. A scissors is a tool that is very necessary, not just for your hair, even for basic things you do within your house. You're trying to open a bag, you need a scissors. You want to cut your nails, you need a scissors. A scissors is something that every girl needs to have in her home for styling her hair or even other things that she needs that she would need a scissors for, that you would need a scissors for. Sixth tool you need to have at home is your coiling wand. A coiling wand, and you can have a coiling wand in various sizes, like a small size like this, depending on the curl pattern you're trying to achieve. Like I personally use this size of coiling wand right here for when I want to achieve the baby hair, if I'm trying to coil the baby hairs, and I'm also trying to achieve a very thin curl pattern, let's say on my natural hair, I use this particular coiling wand right here. And when I'm trying to achieve a more bouncy voluminous curl pattern, I tend to go for a bigger coiling wand like this one right here. I use this bigger coiling wand that has this support right here. So you need to also invest in getting yourself coiling wands. And the beauty of using a coiling wand is that you can just coil your hair, and after coiling it in that, let's say you take you coil your hair for like 10 minutes, in about 10 minutes, after like that 10 minutes, you can go out with that same hair. Unlike when you have to use the heatless curls method, whereby you have to use your flexi rods or your setting rollers. You can't just curl that hair with the setting rollers and take it off immediately and expect that you're going to have bouncy curls. You won't have it. But with this heated coiling method, using the coiling wand, the electric coiling wand, you can actually coil your hair in about 10 minutes and go out with that same hair immediately. So with the heated coiling method, you have a faster turnaround time, unlike the heatless coiling method where you have to wait for a period of time before you can wear that hair out and achieve the beautiful curl pattern that you want. So you can have your hot coiling wand in various sizes, the small size, a bigger size, a medium size, depending on how you want the hair to look. Take note, the size of the coiling wand you use determines the curl pattern you have, and how you coil the hair on the coiling wand determines how the curls is going to look. And if you want to see how to achieve various curl patterns with your coiling wand, let me know in the comment section, and hopefully I'm going to show you various curl patterns you can achieve with your coiling wand, with one coiling wand. Seventh styling tool you need to invest in having is your hair straightener. You need to have a hair straightener. For my girls out there that love to have the bone straight hair look, you need to invest in getting a hair straightener. Because as much as, okay, let's say you invested in buying this hair, they told you the hair is bone straight, your bone straight hair still needs regular styling. So you need to ensure that you invest in getting a hair straightener, such as this one right here. This is currently my current fave, which is this Cloud9 hair straightener. And it's very good for straightening your hair, though it doesn't have that round edges. With this particular hair straightener, I can't coil my hair with this because the edges are flat. They are flat. I can only straighten my hair with it, though I can still use this one that has the flat edges to bulb my hair. But it's going to be easier for you to achieve that bulbed hair look when you are working with a hair straightener that has round edges such as this. With this hair straightener like this one that has round edges like this, you can even get to coil your hair. From how you straighten the hair and roll the hair in the hair straightener, you can actually coil your hair with this hair straightener. So the type of hair straightener you purchase, the one that has round edges, you can straighten your hair with it and also still coil the hair with the hair straightener. So just note that it's quite important for you to probably have two straighteners, the one with the flat edges like this one right here, and this one right here that has the round edges. But if you have to choose between either of them, if you can get one that has the round edges and gets very, very hot, you can choose to buy just this one, so you don't have to invest in getting a coiling one. You just have a hair straightener that can work as a straightener and also work as a coiling tool for your hair extensions, or rather for your wigs. The next styling tool you need to have at home is your hand dryer, and this one right here is a Revlon hand dryer. I have had this hand dryer right here for at least 8 years. For 8 years I've been using this Revlon hand dryer and I absolutely love it. It still works till this very day, and honestly this Revlon hand dryer is just something that has been very helpful for me. Let's say I wash my hair at home and I want to dry it, I get to use this hand dryer right here to dry my hair before I choose to roll it or just pack it up in a bun and go about my business. So a hand dryer such as this one right here is very, very necessary for maintaining your natural hair. It's also very necessary for also maintaining your wigs. Let's say you probably just wash this wig and you want it to dry quickly, you can use your hand dryer to quickly dry your wig, though it's always more advisable for you to air dry your wigs instead of using your hand dryer. But irrespective of if it's best for you to air dry your wigs, a hand dryer is something that every girl needs to have in her home. You just need to invest in getting yourself a hand dryer. Night 2 every girl needs to have at home for styling her wigs are hair clips. Hair clips, because when you're styling your hair, you might need to section up a part of your hair, so you need to invest in getting hair clips such as this one right here. It can help you cut a section of your hair off and you just clip that hair away, and while you work on another area. And you also would need hair clips such as this one right here. Let's say you're coiling your hair and you want to be able to clip the curls that you want to be able to clip the curls that you've already set and hold it up there so that the curls cool down before you take it off. You need to invest in getting hair clips such as this one right here. So this is the ninth tool you need to invest in getting: your hair clips for holding your hair in large section, and your hair clips for holding up the curls after you've curled your hair. The 10th tool every girl needs to have in her possession is a hot comb. You can find various types of hot combs in the market, but this hot comb here is very necessary for people that probably don't really know how to style their wigs, and you just need a hot comb that you can use to just flatten your closure area. Let's say your closure area tends to get sort of bulky on one area. With a hot comb like this, once you just put it on and it's hot, you can just comb it through the hair and flatten the closure area. And some people even use this hot comb to straighten their hair, but in all honesty, it's not best. I don't advise you to use this to straighten your hair. It's just an easy way for you to get to flatten your closure area or the frontal area to make it look sleek and very flat. So a hot comb like this is something that you should invest in getting. Though an alternative for the hot comb is your hot coiling wand. I honestly prefer the hot coiling wand because I feel like the hot coiling wand typically gets hotter than my hot comb. So most times, like you've seen in most of my videos, I typically use my hot coiling wand to flatten the closure area than you ever see me reach for my hot comb. So I want to add an extra tool that every girl needs to have. So I know I said it's just 10 tools I'm sharing with you, but I'm going to add one, and this one is going to be combs in different styles. Like, you need to invest in getting a comb set like this one right here, because a girl needs different combs. So if you can invest in getting a comb set that has different types of combs, because different combs will be used for various things. Like this one right here, let's say you're trying to section your hair, you want to get your middle part, you're trying to comb your big waves after you've curled your hair, you need a comb like this. You're just trying to comb your hair generally, you need combs like this. So you need to also invest in getting a complete set of combs like this one, which you see right here. And I really hope that you enjoyed and learned something from this 10 styling tools that I shared with you in this video. And if you got value from this video, please make sure you smash the like button and share this video with somebody who's also going to get value out of it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll definitely see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye. Subscribe and check out my other videos, and follow me on social media. Linda is in Middle on Instagram, and I'm also on TikTok. And check out my website to purchase my ebooks, how to start your hair business, hair extension, and how to test its quality. And you can also order wigs from me on my business page on Instagram at ANL Beauty Hair. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.